Now on the surface, the Amp Research Bed Extender HD Max will be a great choice for the 2004 and newer non-flare side owners who want to extend the bed to haul long or large cargo. But on top of that, when folded into the bed extender here will act as a means to keep your cargo, your groceries, your toolboxes, or whatever near the rear of the bed for easy access, preventing everything from sliding forward. Now this is even more beneficial for you guys out there running some sort of tonneau cover. Your install will go one of two different ways. Now if you splurge for the no drill brackets, the install will be a little bit easier and obviously not require any drilling or modification. However, if you don't want to spend the extra 50 to 60 bucks for the brackets themselves, on top of the nearly $260 price tag of the extender here, then there will be some light drilling involved. Either way guys, be sure to hang out towards the end of this video and we'll show you how to get everything in place. So if you didn't know, Amp Research does make a bunch of different awesome products to make your life with your truck a little bit easier. Now this does include their very nice automatic deploying power step running boards, the bed step and bed step 2 to make access to your bed a little bit easier, and then finally the bed extender here. Now Amp does make 3 different variations or versions of this product, including the Max, which you're currently looking at. There is also the Sport Series, which has a little bit more of a V in the middle here, and last but not least the Moto, which increases that V shape even further. But getting back to the HD Max that we have here, and again, this is going to be a very nice option to extend the total length of your bed roughly a foot or 2 or more, bringing the Amp HD Max bed extender even with the end of your open tailgate. Now 5.5 foot, 6.5, or even 8 foot beds, it doesn't matter. This guy will work with them all. Now by doing so, the obvious draw here is the ability to carry some longer items without having to prop them up on the back of your closed tailgate. Now the flip side of this product, pun intended, is when the bed extender is flipped back into the bed itself, it's going to act as a barrier or divider and keep your stuff from sliding all the way to the front of your bed. Now this might not be a big deal for guys out there who aren't rocking any sort of tonneau cover, but for guys out there running a hard or soft folding or roll-up cover, this is going to make life a whole lot easier, right? Because if you're hauling groceries, toolboxes, or whatever, you don't have to fully dive into your bed to recover all of your goods that have no doubt slid all the way towards the cab of your truck. Now, as far as your construction is concerned with the Amp Research product, guys, you're going to be looking at a very durable T6 aluminum for the overall build here, which is then finished off in the textured black powder coat that you guys see to help protect the materials but add to the look a little bit more. Now, Amp does also include some tie-down straps, which you guys can see right here, and that will basically help prevent the bed extender from slamming up or down when it is fully deployed. Finally, guys, the HD Max is made right here in the USA, and it is backed by a 5-year warranty in case you run into any issues over the time. But now let's touch on the installation as promised earlier. And again, if you splurge for the extra brackets, you won't need the drill whatsoever. However, if you do not, there will be some small amount of drilling necessary. Either way, here is a detailed walkthrough for you guys in addition to a tool breakdown.
Now let's get started with the installation of our bed extender on our Ford F150. Now we're going to start by cutting out the template inside of our instructions so we can go ahead and mark the holes where our side clips need to be installed. Then we're going to go ahead and drill them out. But as you can see, our truck has a bed liner in it, and what we're going to do is go ahead and drill them holes right over the bed liner. Now let's go ahead and get started. Now, as you can see, this is our template. So we're just gonna go ahead and line it up where we need to, right here on our side rail. Now, like I said, we have a bed liner in ours, so we're gonna go ahead and go right over our bed liner. That way, when we screw our new bracket down, it locks the bed liner against the side rail, and there's a nice, smooth, easy operation. All right, now with our template in place, we're gonna go ahead and use our drill and drill these holes out. Now with a 9/64 drill bit, we're gonna make our pilot holes for our 3 screws that are gonna hold this in place. Now with this side installed, let's go ahead and do the same on the opposite side. All right, now there's only a few steps left. What we're gonna go ahead and do is get our 3 center bars inserted, but we're not gonna get the clamps on just yet until we lock it down in our side pieces. We line them up, then we'll go ahead and get our clamps in, lock them all down, and we'll be good to go. All right, now we have our 3 center bars installed. We made sure that our AMP Research logo is nice and centered up in the middle, so it's gonna look good. It's not gonna be all wonky looking. Now let's go ahead and get our clamps on. Now these are our clamps that are gonna lock everything together. They're also our supports. They have rubber bump stops in both ends. They're gonna keep this thing up nice and level on the end of your bed. It's gonna work out real nice. Now to install these, you're gonna use a T25 Torx bit. There's gonna be 6 on each of them. Now when installing your screws, start in the middle and work your way out. Now all we have left is to repeat that same process right here on this side. Now what we have left is our safety strap. Now this is so while you're driving, you have this back here, it's not bouncing all around. Now they already have the little latches in here. All you do is put it in your side latch and push down. After that, just go ahead and snug down your straps. Now to get your straps out, you just go ahead, reach under your tailgate, grab the handle. They pop right up. You can fold your bed extender into your bed. And you can just go ahead and close your tailgate. Now it's tucked in. Now what's nice about this is if you get groceries or anything, with your extender folded in, it keeps everything centralized back here in the back of your bed. When you want to get them out, open your tailgate. There's a small compartment right there for all your stuff. You want to extend your bed out, you just swing this over and lock down your 2 tabs. Now I hope you enjoyed this video and it showed you just how easy it is to install this at home, and I hope you take this on by yourself. Now for more parts and videos like these, make sure you visit us at American Trucks.